For most of Kern County, students are headed back to school this week. Thousands will be back in the classroom starting Wednesday. But before they get there, you might want to make sure that they're ready both physically and mentally. Terry Lindsay, she's the health coordinator for BCSD. Thanks so much for joining us this morning.
Good morning.
So now is the time to kind of reevaluate, get back on track for our kids. That's a big job for parents to do who are probably excited to get them back out the door, right? What are some of those reminders that we want to tell parents as we start the new school year?
I think the most important thing is just getting kids back on a regular schedule, establishing some routines at home. During the summer, we tend to let our kids, stay up a little late, sleep in a little longer than we might during the school year. And so sleep is very important for kids. Also getting them up early with enough time to get ready and arrive to school on time and ready to learn. The mornings can be a little hectic, but it's important to be there when the bell rings because that's when they set the expectations for the day.
Right, and gets you off to a good start for the day. And another important thing we wanted to point out is as far as making sure that we're healthy and everything for the school year, that our kids are good to go, is you guys have the health centers through BCSD. It's something really unique the district offers, right?
So we have 4 wellness centers at the district. The 4th one just opened during the last school year. And those wellness centers offer services for students, mental health services as well as medical services. And then we also have a partnership with ACE Eye Care to provide vision services. And so coming into the school year, incoming TK and kinder students need a physical. We can do that at the wellness centers at no cost to parents. We can also provide vaccines to students who qualify under the Vaccines for Children's program through the wellness centers.
Okay, so it's really a one-stop shop for these kids.
It is.
It is. And so how would you go about, can you walk in or do you have to make an appointment? I imagine a lot of people are headed in there this time of year.
Yes, and it's very busy at this time of the year, and so the best bet is to walk in. During the first 2 weeks of school, we're only doing immunizations and we're scheduling appointments for physicals because we want to get as many kids into school as possible, as quickly as possible.
And I do want to point out too that you guys are open year round. So this might be a good time for parents to learn about the wellness centers and what they offer because some parents might not be taking advantage of them yet, right?
That's correct. I oftentimes hear that people didn't know that we had the wellness centers. And if you think about it, they're essentially like a clinic. We have nurse practitioners there that can provide physicals not just for TK and kinder students, but for all of our students for things like camp or sports physicals. They can fill out medication administration forms, or if your child has a food allergy, they can fill out the special meals forms for the school. And during the summer, we're actually slower than during the school year, and so it's a great time to come in.
Okay, and you have 4 locations, right?
Yes.
What are those locations?
So we have one at McKinley, one at Garza. The new wellness center is next to Stella Hills, and then we also have one at the fairgrounds across from Wayside.
All right, those are some great tips, some great information, and I'm sure they're really grateful they have those wellness centers to turn to. Thanks so much for joining us this morning.
Thank you.
We're going to go now to Emma. She's going to give us a look at the weather, what it'll look like outside on the first day of school.
Absolutely. So going back to school for some students today, but most students going back on Wednesday, and we're going to see that warm up this week. That's due to high pressure in the